Hello guys, myself Rituja Nirvan and welcome to my YouTube channel Rituja Ki Pathshala. So in the previous lecture we have seen that what is SQL, why we should learn SQL, how to install the SQL, how to create the database into the SQL server under the data science and artificial intelligence main motto. Okay, now today inside the SQL server we are going to see the categories of the SQL command. Okay, as you can see here guys, there are the 5 types of categories in the SQL command, and in the let me tell you one thing, in the SQL topic, that is SQL server, whenever the name comes here, whenever this software comes, the hot and very important topic is the categories of the SQL command. Okay, if you are going for the interview, if you are preparing for the interview, this topic is very much important guys, so have a look over it, have a just little recap over it and then go to the interview. Okay, it will be beneficial for you. So let's have a look towards it. Now the first command is the data DQL, that stands for the data query language. This category is having the option of the select command. So select is having this if there is the existing database into your server, as you know how to create the database if you have seen my previous lecture, and then after that in the database if the table is already present and if you want to select that table, just like the table is having the name of the customer, if you want to select that table, so select star from customers. Now here the star stands for all the rows and columns which is present in the table. This we will see for in the further lecture in the detail what is star and how to do it in the practical way, in the implementation form. Now today just we are going to see the overview. So just understand this guide, this is having the select option. That means that inside the table, if you want from the table, if you want to select anything, at that time this option is used, that is select command. Okay, now the second category is the DDL, which stands for data definition language. Okay, now this is having the four options with it. Now this data definition language, I want to tell you guys, this plays with the structure of the table. What is the structure of the table, how many columns are present, how many rows are present, and all the structure, basic structure of the table is there. It plays with it. Now if you want to create the table, if you want to create the table, if you want a table into your database, just for an example, just like orders. Okay, so you need to create the table by writing the command as create table customers, create table orders, then give all the columns name, then give the data types, what is the data type required, what is data type and what are the types of data types, or that are also we are going to see in the further lecture guys. Now for now just understand this. If you want to create the table inside your database, at that time this option is used, that is create. Now second is the alter. Now this option is used if you want to if you in the structure of the table, if you want to add any column, at that time alter command is used. And second again, if you want to change the data type of any column which is already present in the inside the structure of the table, at that time you need to use the alter command. Okay, then third option is the drop. Now if you want to remove the particular column from the table or particular row from the table, at that time this drop command is used. Okay, if you want to remove the particular column from the table, at that time drop command is used. Or if you want to remove the entire table, you don't want that table into your database as per the requirement, at that time also drop command is used. Now the truncate command is only used to remove the data which is already existing data which is present in your data table. Okay, if there is already the table exists named as students, and if there are some kind of records, their student ID, name, then their city, and then their standards, in which standard they are. If you want to remove whole data of the student table, at that time you need to use the truncate command. Okay, now let's move towards the third category, that is DML. Now the name is data manipulation language. The name itself tells us many things, that it deals with the data which is already present in the existing table, existing data which is already present in the table, which is already there in your database. Okay, now there are the 3 options inside that is insert, option, update and delete. Now insert, if there is already the table and if there are already the rows and columns present inside the table, and if you want to add one more row inside that table, at that time the insert option is used. Okay, now the second is update. If you have already already the rows and columns which is present into the table. If the table name is like test1, okay, now there are some few columns and few rows, okay, inside that already the data is present, and if the in one kind of row there is one empty space which should not be there and you need to fill that space, at that time you need to use the update command to fill that space. Or if in any kind of the row or if any kind of the column you have entered the wrong information, at that time also you need to use the update command. It will easily update the thing and it will easily give you the data as per your requirement. Now the delete option. Delete option is used to remove the certain column or certain row. Okay, it is not. This is the only two things this delete option do. Okay, this is all about data manipulation language, that is DML. Now let's come to the fourth category, that is DCL, data control language. Okay, now it has only two options, that is grant and revoke. Now listen to me very carefully, guys. If you have a company, startup company having 100 number of employees, and if the 50 number of employees are working on one project and the 50 number of employees are working on to another project. Now if there is one requirement is come which where the two projects are getting merged with each other, but these 50 employees is having some secret data inside their work that they don't want to share with the another 50 employees. Okay, at that time this command is very important, plays a very important role, that it gives the access to only particular people which you want to give access to. Okay, and this and other people will not have the access to that data. It will keep secret as it is. It will keep your data private. It will keep your data preserved as per your requirement. And this second option, revoke, is a completely reverse of grant, that it used to remove the access. Okay, if you want to again know about this, you need to explore these two options. Again you will get a clear idea regarding it, but this what I'm telling you is a very basic concept and is very basic difference regarding these two options. Now let's come to the last and the fifth category of the SQL command, that is TCL, which stands for transaction control language. Okay, now here it is having the three options, that is commit, rollback and save. Now let's take an example. For this commit, first we will see the rollback because it is easy to understand. So let's take an example. If you have inserted 100 rows inside the table, then you have updated 100 rows inside the table, and then you deleted the 100 rows inside the table due to some kind of query as per the requirement of the client or as per the requirement of your manager which is telling you this work. Okay, but after that the manager tells you that which 100 rows you have deleted, we want that rows back. At that time this option plays a very important role, that is rollback. If you do this rollback, that all 50 rows that all 100 rows will come back to you and you will need not to worry about it. Okay, this is the option of, this is the magic of the rollback option. Then this commit. Now commit itself tells you the meaning that if we are taking the same example, inserting the 100 rows, updating the 100 rows and deleting the 100 rows, and then we are using the command as commit. Now when you are using this command commit, at that time you are very much sure shot about the thing that this 100 rows are useless for my data. It is just taking the space of my storage of my database, and I don't want this 100 rows permanently. Okay, when you are committing, that data will be deleted permanently from your database, from the table, and it will not come back in any case. Okay, and if it is very much extreme that you want that data at any cost, then there are many different options available to come back that data, but it is not very easily coming back. Okay, so this comes under the commit option. Okay, now third option is save. If you want to do inserting 10 rows, updating 10 rows and deleting 10 rows, and you are just saving it, at that time the data will be saved. But if you want to do any kind of changes, you can do it. That this option is come into the save command. So these are the 5 categories of the SQL commands, guys, that is DQL, data query language, data definition language DDL, data manipulation language DML, and data control language DCL, and data transaction control language, that is TCL. So these are the 5 categories of the SQL commands, and these options which are present in each category plays a very important role in itself. When we are going to in the further videos we are going to see the implementation of it. At that time you will understand that how much important these all categories are, and how these options how this gives you the very important role to play. Okay, this very important work it is going to give you in the future. So all these commands are there. So I hope guys these categories are very well known to you now, and if you are thinking that if there is kind of an improvement needed into my videos, please please comment in the comment section. I will have a look for it. Please like my channel, share my channel, like the video, share the video, and subscribe the channel. If you like my video, then like it. Okay, thank you so much guys for listening me, and have a nice day.